This video and stream is proudly brought to you by whatisZS.com. ZS is coming soon. Okay, friends, subscribers, and all you YouTubers out there, for some unknown reason it didn't turn off. Yeah, I was turning the audio off for the music. So, yeah, I pretty much just want to discuss a few things, as I said in the advertising video, that yes, I haven't made a vid for since the Nibiru event. I've been trying to process what the fuck actually happened to me, why it happened to me, and trying to see if it had happened again. And I actually believe that Nibiru is that giant star that everybody is currently seeing in the southern hemisphere, that if you look south around from pretty much from sunset to about 8-9 p.m, you will see this very, very bright star, which is not any of the planets. And trust me, we had the telescopes out on Thursday trying to get a look at it, and what it looked like was, it looked like a planet that was in eclipse. And so yes, there's something eclipsing it. It's definitely not one of our planets. It's too bright for our planets. Does not match any of the planetary positions for any local planet or any stars or any galaxies. And so yeah, we sort of looked at that and looked at all the reality of what was actually going on. And so yes, it's a bit weird, but I actually think it could be Nibiru itself. And because when I had the event, and everybody's going to have to excuse me for a second, someone just knocked on my door, so I'm going to put the ubiquitous Bluebeard electronic didgeridoo on for 2 seconds. Hang on. In something that was owed. Yeah. So those of you out there that want to know more about it, I can't tell you any more about Nibiru than I told you, because I pretty much told you what happened, and nothing has happened since, except for the fact that my sugars, I've gone from having out of control sugars. I'm a diabetic, and I mean I've had out of control sugars, and so much that I've constantly gone to the bloody doctors over it, and we couldn't work out why. I've been raising medications, and now I'm actually lowering medications. And I mean, I was on 2 lots of 50 units a day of insulin. I'm 1 unit of insulin. One injection of insulin a day at the moment. My sugars dropped down so low that I had to drop that dose in the morning. And no other reason. I haven't changed my food. I haven't changed my habits. In fact, I've actually been eating sweets even. And I decided to actually try it, see what happens if I eat a sweet, see if my sugars went up. Guess what? My sugars did not go up. In other words, my pancreas is actually working properly for some unknown reason. And so the whole thing is, yeah, I've been trying to process what the fuck's going on with my body. I'm physically able to get up and do things. I haven't been able to do stuff properly, do major work. Like unlike the other kids, my disability has been attacking me pretty badly. And I've been bearing with it. Yes, I've had this ubiquitous micro stroke. I've had the heart attacks. And so yes, it's... yeah, trying to cope with everything and trying to do it. I've had to, in the last couple of days, I've also had to deal with a bee thief. And yes, a bee thief. Dopey bastard set up to steal some brood, and I'd say he's realised that my hides hadn't been maintained in a month or two, so hence it was it would have been a major job to steal the brood. So what he's done, he's baited the fence with some bee bait and lemongrass oil, and pretty much decided to try and attract swarms over to the crown land side of the thing on my trees. Tried doing that, but the dopey bastard stole 2 hives while he was there, but he left his beehive there. In other words, he's trying to make out that he's catching a swarm, and to give him the excuse to be there and everything like that. So it's pretty much the point of view that he's an idiot. And I mean, he's a fucking idiot because he left his box, and all beekeepers in New South Wales and Australia must have their registration number on the box. They pretty much got him. I'm just waiting to get the police to recover my hives off him because we know who the perp is. And it's sort of, you can't explain that it wasn't him because he was seen dropping the hive off a couple of days prior. And yeah, so yeah, there's something else I've been dealing with. But the whole point is, I was actually able to go out because he's had bait on the trees, and you could smell it. And that's how I knew it was there. Yeah, the bees went out there, and I was actually able to physically go out and capture those and recoup my bees back onto my property instead of going into my traps. They've gone over there because the amount of lemongrass he must have used, it stank. And even after I bloody took the tree down, took sections of the tree down, there was a small bunch of bloody bit in my yard, so I've had to recoup them. And so yeah, they are just everyday idiots that I've got to deal with. But my health is improving. It's gone since the Nibiru event, and I'm calling it an event. My health has improved, and something shocking. And even my vision, because diabetics have vision problems caused by sugar highs and things like that, my vision has improved. And it's quite scary to actually know that this is happening to me. Oh, sorry, and I've just read the chat. Bluebeard, what's this? Bluebeard 4PM, Prime Minister. No, they can go get stuff for that job. I'm a king of my own kingdom. Thank you. No, that's enough for me. And that's too much for me half the time. And as you heard, yes, that was an alcohol bottle. That was what was just dropped off, by the way. Yeah, one of my mates got stuck into me bean the other day and drank the whole bottle. Yes, we both had hangovers the next day. But yeah, I don't know what is going on. And also, here's the big thing, because I had a heart test after the Nibiru event, days before, my heart was so bad that they were doing the echocardiogram in preceding a possible angiogram. And pretty much I was told that they could not find a single thing wrong with me, except for the fact that I couldn't really walk that well on the exercise machine and everything. And they just said like it's chest wall pain, musculoskeletal pain, but they found nothing. Yet a week before the Nibiru event, there was the possible talk of stent and things like that. My vision has, as I said, my vision has improved. My physical, I went through something weird with my muscles though, because I haven't used my muscles in so long. After the walking for 9 hours on the streets of Nibiru, I pretty much had a collapse sort of thing. Like my muscles didn't want to fucking work for about 3 days, but I was still able to walk. But you could tell that I hadn't used my muscles in a long while, and I very basic, like 200 metres there, 200 metres there was maximum I was doing over a period of time due to the injuries. And but today I was up, I put together some bee stuff, I bloody went out and captured a massive swarm, and I rehived it, so I was in the suit for 5 hours. I could not do that 4 weeks ago. There's no way I could have done that 4 weeks ago. I was barely able to do what I've got to do. And something I don't normally talk about. And because a lot of people don't know that I suffer from a pretty major spinal injury. I'm still walking and stuff like that, and only because I had surgery. But the whole thing is, and a lot of the kids actually have had spinal surgery. There was only one reality where he didn't have surgery, and it was very strange because I went and saw the doctor once in one of those realities about my back, and she said, "When did you have your back operated?" And I said, "In '81." She says, "No, you didn't." She said, "You didn't have a scar." It freaked the shit out of the doctor. And I said, we started talking about the Mandela effect again, and she is affected. And I went to the male doctor, and he spoke, and he said the same in that reality as well. But the whole point is that something strange is going on with my body since I think it was whatever I drank. Because they did say, and you pretty much had to prostate yourself to drink that liquid out of that puddle. And it had something to do with the punny, and it was pretty much to stop, apparently, I just assumed it was to stop me going through the thing like I went through the prior day. And so it's quite weird, and even my dogs are freaking out because they've got to go for a walk. And I've pretty much done way more than 200 metres over the last couple of days. I managed to get through Bunnings, like Bunnings, you'd call it Home Depot or whatever you call it over there. Ours is pretty much the same size. They call it Bunnings, even the same colours, so we know they're owned by the same mob. And I walked the length of that, everything like that. Yeah, I was sore afterwards, but my muscles, like after that Nibiru event, I was sore for a couple of days, but I've done stuff over the last 2 days that I could not have imagined doing. It was against doctors' advice, by the way. And so I can't understand what's happening to my body physically. And I truly think whatever they gave me to drink on that planet has done something to my body, and I mean miraculous and everything. But the strange thing is, it hasn't happened since. And as I was saying before, with that star that we're seeing in the night sky, about the same period of time that I was asleep. Would have been overhead because I went to sleep early that day because I was buggered and went to sleep. And yeah, okay, for those of you who don't know Australian slang, buggered means dead tired, like just totally fucked. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, that's what buggered means. It just means you're exhausted, really. Sorry about using Australian slang. But the whole thing is, it's sort of, yeah, I just can't understand what is going on. I'm feeling better myself, physically feeling better. I had a massive cold from all the weather change here in this reality because the weather's fucked in this reality. I had a massive cold, and yeah, and like it was that one that pretty much fucks you up, and yeah, that's pretty much gone after that event. That went something's going on with the mic, and I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to keep that window open. It's the same issue I had the other day, and it seems to be whenever I talk about Nibiru, I have mic problems. So yeah, really, really strange that one is. I'm going to update my audio drivers after this. I apologise, everybody. But what was the last thing that I was talking about when I was before the sound went out, guys? Can someone let me know so that I can jump back on subject? And g'day Rain, g'day Greg, and g'day Vinegar Stokes. And thanks for letting me know that the sound was gone. But yeah, so what was I actually talking about, guys? Okay, it's been crackling since the start. No, there's something wrong with I think there's a problem with the audio driver. And it sort of, I do not know what's going on. I'm trying to actually, and I lost sound again already. No, did I? No, it's saying I'm working. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hello, 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 hello. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know what's going on with this microphone. Yeah, I apologise for this, guys. Yeah, so what was I talking about before this audio issue? At least I've got the audio properties up, so if I do drop out, just let me know there's no audio, because I'm pretty much reading the chat. And but I do not know what's going on with this damn thing. I'm trying to decipher what the problem is, and I can't bloody work it out. It's saying I've got fucking so many bloody things up and running, and I don't have them all up at nothing going on. So I do not know what is going on. Disabled, 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 ready. For some unknown reason, it's reading a microphone and it's gone already. Testing. Okay. Well, it says that I'm still working, but for some unknown reason, it's still bloody spagging. It's saying there's a microphone in the pink slot. So let me have a look. There's nothing in the pink slot, so I do not know what's going on. So all I'm doing is I'm just disabling any other microphone, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. I am going to update my drivers after the stream. I do apologise, everybody, as we all know, and yeah, audio issues. Whenever you talk about a decent subject, something always happens. Yeah, the swarm. Oh God, that far back. Shit. Yeah, as I was saying, with the bees and everything like that. So I was able to actually catch the bees and go out, and I hadn't done this in over a year. I haven't been able to do this in over a year in any of the realities that I've been in, because because of the heart and everything like that. So I was actually able to do this stuff. And g'day Terry, how are you, darling? And So yeah, so whatever they done to me or whatever they gave me has actually been doing something great to my system. It's nice. Let's say it's nice to be extremely regular without having to take tablets to make you regular. And as I said, yeah, I've dropped my insulin in half. My insulin has been cut in half in a 2 week period. Let's just say if I'd stuck on the dose that I was on, my sugars would have killed me because they went so low. Like I was down to 1.7 and I had to make a drastic decision, rang me doctor, spoke to the doctor and told her what was happening and everything like that. Yeah, I'm on a new diet as well, but it's not the diet. I was on the diet well before this. And, but yeah, something that's done something severe to my system, but it's done something severe in a good way that, as I said, I'm still trying to process this. It's something very, very hard to actually understand an abduction experience where I've healed. And I'm healed in different things. Let's just say my shoulder normally hurts like fucking hell. Since the event, 2 days after the event, no pain in my shoulder. My carpal tunnel in my wrist, yeah, so bad that they wanted to operate. And I don't know about that. I haven't checked out that in this reality since I've been here. But one of the other bits is I know pretty much sure there was something mentioned about surgery. But the thing is, I don't think I'm going to need it. My wrist, man, it done hurt. Both my wrists, I've got carpal in both. And pretty much, yeah, not a problem. The grinding bone against bone in my left wrist, I can't feel it. It's not there anymore. And that's freaky. And I know that I've got bone to bone in that wrist. And I could go and have an egg. Oh, yeah, that's one thing that would freak me out if I went and had an x-ray and they're saying, no, that's not bone to bone. But my heart problem just wasn't there when I had the test. So I don't know. I don't know what they did to me, and I'm trying. As I said, I'm trying to truly trying to understand this in such a way that I can actually understand it, but you just can't tell. And so I think I've lost control of my mouse. Ooh, someone's in my system. Someone's in my system. Yep, someone's in my system. Never ever let anybody into your system, no matter whether it's a logmein.com or whatever, because hackers hide within bodies, like different things like that. Yeah, it's like a new body, Terry. It really, truly is. And I'm just trying to shut down all the extra things on here. I might even have to call up the different thing, but I just lost total control of my mouse there a moment ago. So, and I have been hacked a few times over the last few days, and yeah, something's going on. But yeah, it pisses you off when they do it. So I'm just waiting to see if the software that he created is as good as the stuff I created. And okay, so that's gone, that's gone. So what I got to do is I got to get this. Just let me do this for 1 second, everybody. So this is driving me nuts. Yep. There. Yep. Major problems here. But I can survive, just have to fix the sound up as it goes along, so I'm apologising for that. But as I said, since the event, I'm beginning to heal. I'm not healed, but I am healing a lot faster than I have been. And my mobility is a little bit better than it was. I still have to, I reckon I'm still going to have to undergo a fair bit of physio, but I can undertake that physio. I feel fit enough to undertake that physio where I wasn't able to undertake that physio. I don't know about my knee, but I have had, when I first got here, though, nothing was done to my knee. I've got about 2 scars. I think there's 2 little scars on it now, but they only happened after the event on Nibiru. But it was so cool to walk down those streets and see the giants, and that really spun me out. It sort of, to see that the ones that, I don't know what they call them, the blue people of the Indian race, but they were fucking there. They were there, man, and that spun me out. And this is what I mean. You got to. It's like you witness something horrific. It's just as bad as witnessing something horrific. I've witnessed something horrific in a way that it was beautiful in a way, and also to the fact that I'm healing and I'm getting better. As if they've done something. I don't know whether it was the water, because in the Sumerian tales they talk about the water of life in the Sumerian tablets as well. And I'm wondering if that's what they gave me, water of life, to heal me. Is there something in their water that heals? And the fact that they make you prostrate to drink it tells me that it may even have been that. But we all drank of it. I'd love to run into those people and talk to those people that were with me on the Nibiru, see if they've had any problems that were there and have healed. So yeah, it's a pretty freaky experience to go through it. And but I did want to talk about something else as well. I watched one of Lone's videos, published in May, I think it was. Is the Google Earth lying to us and all that? Well, as someone that flies a bit, I fly over. One of the biggest things for all the beards is the local harbour here. And it changes in every reality to reality. It's in one position, it's pointing south, in another it's pointing north, it's pointing towards the beach in this reality. And I have actually flown over it since I've been in this reality. And yeah, they change. It's not Google Earth change. We are truly jumping reality. It's sort of, and this Earth is different to our Earth, or to your Earth, and to his Earth or her Earth. And there are multiple Earths. Trust me, I've been to so many of them. It drives me nuts. But the thing is, I look for these changes, and I look for the physical. See, I couldn't give a shit about logos yet. I know they fucking change. But the thing is, all they're doing is telling me that I've shifted. That's it. They just alert me to the fact. And I've got to drive down the street and see new buildings and see a rail system that were fully functional in the last reality, and this one is about 6 to 12 months away. And apparently in this one they've got a race here in Newcastle now where, not in the last reality, I'll tell you now, they're gonna regret it in about 5 years. It takes about 5 years till all the residents to stand up and say no fucking more. That's what happened up on the Gold Coast when I was working up there. But it took 5 extra years to get it shut down. So the whole thing is, it's sort of understanding what I went through, and that's what I mean. I can't fucking understand it. And the thing is, it's sort of, I've been taking advantage of it because I've been going through a shitload of. I haven't even gone to college because I've actually pretty much been going to physio instead of college because I've been taking advantage of whatever they've done to me. And even the physiotherapist can't work out what's going on with me. She said, something strange. Sort of, she has never seen anybody turn around and go from not being able to walk a great deal to someone that can walk more than 200 metres at the moment. I still do it in pain, but I do it with a lot more ease than I did. And it's spun the physiotherapist out, and I can't talk to her about the Mandela effect. She'd freak out. But so yeah, it's trying to understand everything. It's scary. It's scarier than the Mandela effect, man. And it's truly, in this reality, yeah, the race in Newcastle, they hold it in Newcastle, getting ready for it. They're trying to get the light rail finished for it, but it was already finished in the other reality, and they didn't have a fucking race. But the whole thing is sort of, you've got to try and understand these things. I feel like I did when I first worked out that when I was old enough to understand that I was going through alien abductions for sure, and I knew that alien abductions, and the first time I saw everything, and the first time I actually saw the aliens, and I have an adult conscious memory of them, and it's sort of like going through that all over again, to witness that giants are real, and they're flesh and blood like we are. They've got bones and hands and like skin, like exactly like us, except they're fucking tall. And I mean, they're fucking tall. Yes, there were the blue skin aliens, and but they were just as human as you and fucking me. So how, why, what, when, I don't fucking know. And there's more like question marks to what I went through than with the Mandela effect. And I sort of, no one's been talking about anything decent, but all I know is what I went through on Nibiru has done something to my body, and it has truly fucking changed me. To walk down the streets of fucking Nibiru is amazing. Like the most beautiful thing you'll ever fucking see in your life. And it's sort of like, I'll sit there on the lie detector and fucking say, yes, I walked down the fucking streets of Nibiru. And I know that they're going to go, yep, he's telling the fucking truth. Because I truly did walk those fucking streets, and it was amazing. And then to sit down and have a meet, like, I pretty much don't remember what the fuck we ate, because like I'm more concentrating on what they were trying to tell us. And I'm still trying to cope with all that extra stuff in my brain, trying to understand that shit. And it's sort of like scary in one part, not scary in another. And I've missed chatting to you guys. But on the other hand, I've been excited to the fact that I'm doing things. I was able to actually go out and sit down with the dogs and sit on the step and give them a cuddle. I haven't been able to do that for a fucking dog. Normally they've got to come to me for a cuddle. And the poor boys, they haven't most probably had a cuddle since I've been here. And I was able to actually sit down and let Sam jump up underneath my arm. He's got his own little spot, and different to the dog in the other reality. He wasn't a really friendly dog. He worked out there was a difference between us. Netflix called Maniac, and it's had a blue alien. Maniac. Serious. Maniac had a blue alien in it. Yeah, I saw it on Netflix advertised, actually, Terry, but I haven't watched it yet. And so I'm going to have to look at that now. So yeah, it's been really fucking weird the last couple of weeks. It is sort of a strange experience to go Okay, can you hear me now? Sorry about that, guys and girls. Thanks for telling me. I'm going to have to do a major virus search on this thing after I get off from you guys. No, it's not your headphones, Terry. It is something wrong with my audio. It's been happening apparently since it's been everybody's saying it's been crackling and everything like that. It's not doing it in the video. But it's doing it for the stream. So, and as I said, I just lost control of my mouse a few moments ago. I think I may have somebody inside my computer. I'm running a side program as well, and that could actually also do some audio issues because I've been trying to find out who's hacking me. And there's a web page open. It says there's a YouTube. Oh no, that's a pop-up chat. Okay, that's what that one is. So yeah, it's a little bit of issues with everything. I'm just trying to shut everything down in the background and see if I can get it to work a bit better. But yeah, it's just it happens occasionally. And I only just found his version of the software that I wrote yesterday, actually. So I had a bit of dramas when I was on Skype the other day, and I was talking to somebody on Skype. And yeah, so it's, little issues that, don't tell me that. It's working. Where is it? Okay, there it is. So I'm in there trying to find out what's going on, and I'm just getting into processes. Okay, so there's a Chromium executable browser, Adobe Desktop Creative Cloud shouldn't even be open actually. Soft, that shouldn't be there. Sorry about this, folks. It's those of you that are just joining us. I'm currently having a little audio issue, and I'm trying to shut down what I don't need. I've got about 27 bootstraps here, and all the bloody this thing. Why in hell is this stuff even open? I thought I killed this stuff when I first started. I go through a process whenever I turn a computer on, and I shut down all the unnecessary software that, the shit that you get on startups. So just bear with me, everybody. I'm trying to actually fix this, and hopefully it will stop everything. There's something in here. I've got to find out which program is doing it. That shouldn't be there. Yeah, so I've got to try and work out what the hell is going on. I hope that's not the actual MPEG. I don't know, I'm shutting that down. I've never seen that before. So yeah, it pisses you off sometimes. I hope that didn't shut down. Oh shit, it was a stream. Man, no. I'll have to download the stream. Creative Cloud. No, so I'm actually going to be downloading the stream so that I can, upload it to the other channel. So that's what that program was. It was the recording section of this. So I don't know why in the hell this stuff is open and it's causing problems, but I think I may have solved the audio issue. I'm not going to shut that down. Java scheduler can fuck off. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, shit that shouldn't be open is open, so I'm trying to work out what the hell. Unless there's been a reboot while I was asleep. I think it might have been a reboot when I was asleep, because all the crap software that you don't want on your computer, that's, all that stuff that they bloody secretly install on your computer when you download a software program. No, I don't want the debugger. So, yeah. And I think that's what was causing the audio issue. I'm hoping that I fixed it. Please let me know if it happens again. I'm not getting any warnings at the moment, so hopefully it just goes on. But going back to Nibiru, it's sort of the best way to describe what I saw, man. It was beautiful. And it really was. It's something that I'm never, pardon me, that I am never going to fucking forget. It's something that, yeah, I know, I need a better one that I got. I use Norton, but yeah, get over it. Cool. The shit that goes on with all this just drives you nuts. And it's only when I'm talking about Nibiru that this stuff is happening. It happened last time I spoke about Nibiru. It's happening again when I'm talking about Nibiru. And some of the other, I was reading some of the stuff that was in the medical journal. There was a couple of notes where he was saying he had to go to the doctors that missed the appointment because of the computer issue that he was going through. And watched some vids where they said they were going through audio issues and bloody someone getting inside the computer. So yeah, there's plenty of evidence that they've been getting in and hacking. And because in 10 to 1, they're not like hackers. These are government hackers. And trust me, they do exist, by the way, folks. Government hackers do exist. They hack. They don't want the truth getting out. It's why YouTube is blocking everybody who's doing 9/11 videos and shit like that. And what do you mean a physical firewall? You're not talking about like one of the old-fashioned ones. But yeah, so it's just a matter of like they don't want the truth getting out there, because they know Nibiru is out there in the night sky. And if you want to see it, you can see it in the southern hemisphere from sunset through to about 8, 9 o'clock, depending on where you are. It's out of my vision at 8:30. You can't look at it at a telescope, but me and my friend were able to look at this thing, and it was eclipsed. It was a planet. It wasn't any of the known planets that we know. It wasn't any of the known solar system and everything like that. Nothing, none of the stars. It should have been there. It just wasn't there. All we got when we looked at it was a planety looking thing, and when we focused on it, we got a eclipsed planet, and it looked like an eclipsed planet. But it was a major eclipse, and there's no eclipses that are supposed to be happening. Yeah, that's pretty much like the old-fashioned days. You could actually set up a computer that was the firewall and everything like that. Problem is, it slows us down. Doing that, Greg slows down what I do, and I need the high speed rather than anything. But I can generally stop them and things like that. I've got a lot of years of computer stuff. You pretty much could say, like, I could hack if I wanted to, but I don't. I know how to stop hackers and shit like that. But the whole point is, it's sort of, I don't know why the governments want to stop people talking about Nibiru. Nibiru is fucking coming back, and Nibiru is causing shit. It's going to cause the thing. And chemtrails are got nothing to do with the Anunnaki, by the way. They've got absolutely fucking nothing to do with the Anunnaki. That is humans doing that shit. But a lot of the weather problems that we're currently having, i.e. all the storms and the quakes and shit like that, that's because of the proximity of Nibiru. I'm wondering if that star that we're seeing in the night sky, pretty much, I think that could be Nibiru. As I said, it comes over pretty much at the time when I had the experience of going there, and it would have been, yeah, well, 9-hour period would have worked in perfectly to when I woke up, and everything, because I remember going to sleep around about, I think it was 11 o'clock in the day, because as I said, I was completely fucked, and took some painkillers, went to fucking bed, went to sleep, and next thing I know, I was walking the fucking streets of Nibiru, and they're making me fucking breathe the atmosphere, and it hurt. But I haven't been back since. So I don't know whether or not conditions have got something to do with it. And I think I've got a strange feeling they're taking me again. And I'm still hearing I'm still getting the ringing and shit like in my ears, but the gut problems have disappeared. And I mean the gut problems have disappeared altogether. And yeah, so I truly am trying to handle it. It's like going through post-traumatic stress. It's like going through, like you've witnessed the most horrific, beautiful thing in your life, and you don't know how to handle or process what the fuck you have seen. And that's what it's like. And it's like scratching my head, and I'm still scratching my head. Did I really fucking go through this? I know I went through it. And it was hard. Like, I had the after effects of breathing our atmosphere hurt for a few hours afterwards, and it was a lot easier the second day. Maybe they've got to give you time before they can take you back. And it sort of, I've been reading up a hell of a lot on the Anunnaki since. It's sort of been watching all the videos that the other Bluebeard made about the Anunnaki. And I do remember reading something and looking at something in one of his videos where he played the tablets of the Anunnaki, and it said that the humans couldn't go there lest they could die, and unless they had the water of life. And I'm wondering if that is what they gave me, because the Anunnaki talk about the water of life more than the Bible does. Maybe there's something to their water that's got super huge healing properties. It's as if someone has like stuck a signal into my body and instructed all the fucking stem cells in my body to repair my pancreas, to repair my hip, my knees, the fucking shoulder, the whole lot, my wrists. And so yeah, it's really, really fucking strange, guys. It's sort of because like when I'm feeling pain, even with my, as I was talking about, like wrist to wrist, and I'm moving my wrist a bit too far, so I'm still feeling the bone to bone, but it's not as painful as it was. So, but because I've been moving it a fair bit, I'm not supposed to move it. And so yeah, all these little fucking things that have been going on and everything like that, it's sort of scary. But yeah, I've still been watching all the Mandela Effect videos, and there's still no correlation. No one wants to work there. I don't know fucking why. Everybody just wants to talk about fucking logos and shit like this. This is what I mean whenever I talk about it. I know the other Bluebeards have said the same fucking thing. I think we are the only ones going through this. To me, it feels like everybody else are the actors within the Truman Show. And that's what I feel like a lot of the fucking time. The other Bluebeards have said that, and a lot of you guys have said it. The truly affected have said it as well. And that you quite often feel like you are the only fucking one going through this. And yeah, well, you know, like I can pretty much tell you who's making Mandela Effect videos for the cash and who's really affected. I fucking see it all the fucking time. And even some of the ones that I thought were affected when I first got here and in other realities, I'm beginning to think, okay, maybe they're not fucking affected, because like the stuff that they talk about does not exceed the fact of fucking logos. And that's it. That's their whole fucking correlation. Logos and movies and shit like like that, man, don't look at that shit. Go and look at your fucking reality outside. I got a funny feeling some of them are just computer, and I got to say, I feel like some of them are just computer bums. They don't get off their ass. They sit on the internet all day trying to work out ways to make money out of the internet, i.e. fucking YouTube. And they've found a subject that everybody wants to watch because it's freaky. But they can't see beyond the effect. Like actors are now starting to see beyond the effect. And I think there's a few actors out there that are now actually starting to believe in the Mandela effect. I don't know what their fucking name is. I'm watching a video where they were singing the Champion song. And they realised the fucking champions of the world didn't happen. And they're looking at each other and they're fucking stumped. So I think every one of them is affected. I think there's more people affected. But I think there's a great number that's not. But the problem is no one's actually looking at the true reality changes. Like when there's, like you see a change on a map, for fuck's sake, if you can afford it, go for a flight and make sure that flight goes over that area and see if it really looks like that. Man, I'm tempted to go and get a trip to America, fly to somewhere in South America and then fucking fly back just so I can look down and look at the fucking, Jim Carrey's one of them, and look at all the changes over the thing, and see if Cuba's in the fucking thing. But I've had the luxury of being able to view certain NASA sites where I look down upon the Earth, and i.e. It's a different one to the main viewer that you guys get to look at, only because I'm a member in Every Reality. We're all joined because we're astronomers and stuff like that, so we get access to these satellites. And the space shuttle, there's site, you guys can access it, I think, but you pretty much have to know where the fuck to find it, because it's not one of the general viewing ones that they put up. And I know we've all used it in each reality to find UFOs and shit like that. There was an Earth Stream channel that they used to have pretty much in every reality, and they canned it because too many UFOs were being fucking seen. But yeah, so if you look for it, you should be able to fucking find it. And what's it called? Actually, I'll tell you what it was called, actually, so you can look for it. Oh shit, it's not in this one. Where is it? Why in the hell? What the hell's going on with this? Wow, okay, it's not fucking here. Okay, now that is strange. Should be there. It should be in this list. Maybe I need to sort it. No, it won't even let me sort this shit. Wow, I can't even sort it. Okay. Oh, it's new layer. No, it's a new layer to fucking Google. NASA High Definition Earth Viewing. It's called NASA High Definition Earth Viewing. You should watch it if you want to look at Earth and check out the things, because occasionally you do see continents. Let's actually have a look and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll get it up on screen and I'll capture the image if I can get it up on fucking screen. Oh shit, I'll just find that and then I'll hook it over. I've just killed my stream, so I don't know whether what's going on with the stream. So just bear with me a moment, folks. I've got to fix this because I accidentally forgot to get my dashboard up. Okay, I need the dashboard up so I can see the line. The little green line. Okay, so... Okay, that's not... Why isn't that... Okay, so I am streaming. Okay, oh, no, that's not it. What the fuck? Oh no, this is the one for you guys, I think. Yeah, it's a NASA Earth viewing for some unknown reason. It's not letting me go into there. I think this has got something to do more with Google. Yeah, I can't get it up. Sorry. Oh, now that was actually, I wanted to ask you all a question. How many of you have actually come across and your favourites are rearranged on a regular basis? How many of you have been going through that little thing? Everything. And sort of, I don't know where the fuck it is now in this one. Yeah, 'cause normally I've got it as a favourite, but yeah, if I change the layout of the favourite, and I think that's what does it. So any of you going through that where you're pretty much your Chrome favourite swap over, same with your with the Internet Explorer favourites. Actually, I'll be able to find it in Internet Explorer. I just remember that, because that one I do know where it is in here. And yeah, it's, if they're fucking with us, it's sort of, I don't know whether it's they're trying to make it out and make us think that it's got something to do with the effect or whatever. Holy shit, this is... This is bad. Oh, man, they got so much shit going on in the background here. I apologise for this, everybody. I really do. Do any of you have problems with the Ustream? It's called www.ustream. Where your favourites or your layout of your favourites have changed, and because it's happening on a regular basis now, and I don't know whether it's Google or whether it's Internet Explorer that's doing it, but it's happening quite a fair bit. And yeah, this is it here. It's Ustream Live ISS. So it's got a Ustream TV channel live ISS stream. So there's a bit of an address. I'll copy it and I'll paste it in chat. If I can copy it. Oh, man. So this is what I use when I look at the stars, look at Earth. And occasionally you get to see some of the stuff that countries, you get a better view of the countries. These cameras are a hell of a lot better than that Earth viewing experiment one. Yeah, they do put out a lower res sometimes, and it pisses people off. I'm going to make it yes on that, actually. So that's it there. And you can go back, like if someone spots a UFO and they said, oh, it was like 10 hours ago, and you look at the time of their video that they put the video up, you can go back and look at the time stream of the videos and pretty much think, and you can watch these. I can do this quite legitimately without a problem, mainly because I'm a member of the site. and we get access to these things. And you can look down and see the countries, and they've got two of these Ustream feeds, and you've got to find the one that you want naturally. That's Ustream 2 that I'm seeing. This is Ustream 1. So they've got two cameras that you can actually look at everything. And let's just say you pretty much don't see the stars because they don't have enough luminous to catch. These cameras aren't set up to catch the stars very well. Okay, so they've both got they're streaming out the same shit on both cameras, both streams. So that's a view from the space shuttle, and not the space shuttle, the ISS. This is how I find UFOs and shit like that. But that's what we need to do. Look at the planet, and you'll see these. That Google Earth looks exactly like that, because it's not fake. Trust me, the Google Earth is real in each reality. It's different in each reality for a reason, because we're in a different reality, guys and girls. And if you can't accept that, you just pretty much have not accepted the effect. So you can see the coastline there, you can see the water there, and you can see the Earth there. A country, whatever that is, I don't know where the frig it is at the moment. And there's also a map, and you can look at. There's another page on the Earth viewing experiment. You were able to always know where the ISS was, and because it had a little window and it showed you where the ISS was, so you knew that country was that country, this country was that country. And there you go, flat earthers. Look, curvature. And no, it's not a fucking fisheye lens, because look at that. That's dead fucking straight. And there's a curvature. Yeah, flat earthers. Curvatures. Have a bit of a dig. Yeah. Yeah. So you never know what's going on. You never know what you're going to fucking see on it. Yeah, so that link, did I post the link? I don't think I did post that link, did I? So this is the link to it. No, shit, I didn't copy it. Sorry, guys. And yeah, it's a good little. If I can copy the damn link, I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, copy. I must have forgot to copy it, so just bear with me. I'll fix it up. There we go. Save it. Put it up in your favourites, guys and girls. You can get to see Earth. Look at Earth, and you'll see the changes are real. You've just got to hope that there's no chemtrail clouds above, and you might get to see some countries. I've seen Cuba where it is on this map. It's sort of on 3 occasions when I've been looking at this site, and yeah, it's out of whack. It's not where it's supposed to be, and so you do get to see these things, but you want better favourable conditions. This is a shit window to be looking out of, actually. I don't know why they're using this window. Never looks good out this window. The ones that are on the outside are the better cameras, but depends on what camera they're switched to. I reckon there's something that they don't want us to see, and it's most probably so they're trying to put out the shittiest view that you can actually see out of the ISS. And
Station Hunt on place to ground 2 for Ricky at your convenience.
And you get to listen to all the communication. You don't miss out, and it's not like that one that you go to the NASA website and you see them inside the space station doing shit. You see more on the outside. You do see the inside stuff occasionally, but most of it is all the outside stuff, and you get to look, as you can see, the sea, and you can see the land.
opened that we had some imagery that we wanted to get done, so we opened
and
one,
let's just say when they're talking about UFOs, you know about it.
Real quick.
They use code. They've got their own codes for it. You can pretty much work it out.
Hey, we were fine with that. We just need to know a status on how the locking mechanism functions as the procedure, after the procedure is complete. We also want to know how long it took you.
Yeah. So you have to know what they're actually doing.
Yep, I'm almost done with 2 or 3.
Yeah. So it's going to turn the sound off.
Close 2 or 2, which is one of the stickier ones. It's still a little bit of work.
And they're gas bagging a lot. But yeah, it's a shitty window to be looking out of, but as I said, the outside cameras are the better cameras. And you get to see a hell of a lot more, and it's a lot clearer and shit like that. Yeah, yeah, so as I said, I feel like most of the people out there are all actors in the Truman Show, and I'm fucking Truman. That's what it feels like 90% of the fucking time. Like, I've done stuff, and I know another Bluebeard has said it. He's done stuff within the house, and yet you go somewhere or college or somewhere, and someone talks about what you have just done. It's as if like we're living our worst nightmare and everybody's fucking watching you, and yeah, and it pisses me off. Let's just say if it is the Truman Show, and this is what I've got to say to them. Let's just say when I can work out a way to fucking get out, man, am I gonna see your fucking asses off? Yeah, but that's what it feels like. It's but it's not. I don't feel like I'm in a conspiracy. I feel like it's really happening because I can see it happening. Because I've seen the changes. I jump in a plane and I can see the shit. It's different. I fly over the harbour here and I still can't get over to the fact. And none of the Bluebeards that have been to this reality can get over the fact that the harbour entrance and exit is pointing towards a fucking beach. That means all the ships and all the trawlers have to go out there, and they're at the mercy of the incoming waves on the side. You never leave a bar on the side. You always go head on into the bar. It's the only way to cross a bar. Yet in Newcastle Harbour, fuck, man, you've got to risk it. You've got to go out there and then make a sharp fucking turn, or you're fucked. And that's not how you go out of a harbour. Like in my harbour, man, you straight the fuck out. In one of the other realities, because I did take the boat out in one of the other realities, and you had to go towards the south a bit. It was fucking, yeah, everyone's been fucking different. No matter where the fuck I go, it's always fucking different. And you can see these fucking changes, and you've just got to look for the fuckers. If you don't look for them, you're not going to fucking find them. If you want to sit there and just look for fucking logos and be a residue hunter, you're never going to fucking work out the Mandela effect, I can tell you now. The residue is there, yeah. Sometimes the residue comes over from other fucking realities. There's bound to be some shit that comes across from other realities. If people are being moved, there's bound to be some physical shit that gets moved as well. That's a given. But the fact is, we don't know what the fuck is causing it. We don't know why the fuck it's happening. All we know it's happening. And I know the fact that I've had people in my fucking house talking about me. And it's happened in a few fucking realities. The other beards talk about the exact same fucking thing. But the strangest thing, doesn't matter what fucking reality you're in, you do something out of the ordinary that people might freak somebody out. I.e., one of the other Bluebeards shot an arrow down the hallway into a target. Didn't want to go outside, so we've got a little fucking hallway. So, yeah, fucking perfect 10-metre shot. Got the right sort of target. We're all pretty good shots with a bow and arrow. Straight in there, someone fucking mentions it. That one's freaky. Another shit that I've done. Yeah, I've had other people mention shit that I've done. And you've done it in the privacy of your own fucking home, and they talk about it because, oh no, that's weird. Shouldn't do shit like that. Or you'd be talking about it sort of, well, the way he described it was someone at college turned around and said, yeah, it's like shooting an arrow down the hallway. And like he was dumbfounded, didn't say a fucking word. Just got to look at everything, and you've just got to cope with it. And as I said, I'm still trying to cope with the fact that I've actually walked the streets of Nibiru. It's something that I'm never gonna, I don't know if I'm ever gonna experience, and that the shit is different no matter what reality you go to. But if you continually, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I think we might have got something, guys and girls. Something hidden. Oh, check it out. There's something there. Right fucking there. Can you see it? That's not part of the station. That's a ship of some description. I think that was a reflection of a ship on the window. That's why they're out the fucking through this door. They didn't expect to see that. I bet you 10 to 1 they're going to switch cameras any fucking second because of that reflection. Did you see it? I'm going to have to go back and actually watch it. And I don't know what fucking time. Yeah, it's the only thing you don't know what time it was on these videos. 3:30 a.m. So I'll know which video it was on. But there was a reflection of a ship in that fucking window. The sun was shining on it, it reflected onto the window, and you could pretty much, oh, there's something there. See it there? A red light flashing over there, right there. See it? In the middle of the screen. Check it out. Check it out, guys and girls. There it is there. There's something fucking there. Green and red flashing in the sky. See it? Right there. There's something in there. What is the something here? See? The moment it's on the screen, bang, they change cameras. Whoopee. See, they saw it as well. That's how it works. And the thing is with this one, they don't react as quick as, see, the other one that you see that they tell you is live is not actually live. It's cut up snippets from this feed. This feed is the one where they get that stuff, but the chop up with and put it on the other thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that little UFO, this is what they do when they spot a UFO. You get a blue screen. So I don't know how many of you saw it, so go jump back in the feed and have a quick look. Mark on the spot. If I can get my... I can have a look, yeah, have a look-see through my live description. We are 1 hour and 24 in, so it was around about 123 to 124 in the video. So, yeah, so it's around 123 to 124. And it's, yeah, buffering on this end. I still haven't shut everything down. So, yeah, I'll go straight to blue screen, I bet. Yeah, straight to the blue screen. So, yeah, so it's a good site. As I said, I'll post it again for those of you that did not get the link. As I said, it's better than the one that you get off the NASA feed. You've actually got to join the NASA site to actually get this feed. But once you join the site, you can... unless someone gives you the link like I've just done. So now you can look at the ISS cameras whenever you want. And you see some pretty freaky shit. Most of the UFOs caught from the ISS cameras are caught from this particular feed. There are people out there that just record this feed non-stop. And if they don't find anything, they sit there and they watch it. I know a bloke that's all he does. For 8 hours a day, he gets up and he watches the feed. And weird dude, but nice guy. So yeah, that's where I've been, and that's what I've been doing, guys and gals. Sitting back trying to process what the fuck happened to me, why they took me to Nibiru, what the fuck happened to me on Nibiru. And yeah, and it is a process. I've got to physically go through and work out what the fuck they did to me. Why they did it to me, how they did it to me, yeah, I don't fucking know. All I know, there was some kind of a dimensional warp. Now, jumping to the Mandela effect for a few minutes. Right? I think there is what we call the lunar wave is not actually a lunar wave. One of the other bluebeards said the same thing, that it's not actually, and you spelt Nibiru wrong. It's not actually a lunar wave. That wave is going around the Earth, because when you look at it against the moon, you see it as a flat line. And I've seen the thing happen, and I'm pretty sure we shifted at that time. One of the other beards in this reality, it happened to him in this reality. He said he was in front of the, what was it? No, I'm not going to go searching for the video, but he was in the front of something, and I'm sorry, he was at the rear of something, then he was in front of something. I'd have to go back and watch that fucking video again. But he saw the lunar wave, and he saw it in the sky. He said, and you can see it in the sky occasionally. If you're looking at the sky, and I remember over the years seeing the Earth wave, and I call it the Earth wave, because I've seen it go overhead. But this was long before I saw the Mandela effect. And, yeah, I know, it's sort of, I had to put out the stream. Everybody's been hassling me. I've copped a lot of emails, so I had to do a stream. Just to let you know, it's sort of, as I said, like for those who just joined the channel, I've been processing what the hell's been going on, because for some unknown reason, I'm getting healthier. My pancreas is working. My insulin level is not needed to the level that it was. My guts are working properly. I don't have those gut problems that I had when I first got here. Pain levels have reduced in certain joints, and it feels like they're getting better on a daily basis. I'm doing things. I'm shocking my physiotherapist, and yeah, you don't feel at home here anymore. If I don't. Thanks, Chariot. Yeah, but which Bluebeard Chariot? It's like with me. Which Chariot am I talking to? So yeah, it's sort of, it sucks that they flagged the video in this reality and shut it down. I'm just hoping they didn't do it in the next reality. So, and it's just coping with everything. It's just the same as coping with what happened to me in Nibiru. Is pretty much just like going through the Mandela effect. It's sort of, but with a different thing. Instead of seeing fucking changes and new earth and new heaven and new earth, I got to see fucking giants. I got to see cherubims. I got to see aliens all together. What I thought were fucking aliens are cherubims. What the giant, what the Indian blue giants are is, yeah, they're on fucking Nibiru. So, it's hard to explain. It's like, unless you were there, physically fucking there. But to be there, man, it was an experience. And it truly was an experience. Yeah, that ship is definitely still following the ISS because they're still on blue screen. That's how you know. Now, I was right about that shit because they wouldn't have gone blue screen thing, and then there was the one at the back. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. So go back and look at around when I'm finished. Go back and look at around 120. I'd say look from 120 to 123 as the sunlight is dying, because you can see the reflection of the ship cast onto the window, and you can tell it was a ship. And then you saw that green and red light in the sky, and stars don't go green and red like that in the sky because there's no atmosphere above. That's the excuse they use on Earth to cover up whatever the fuck they are, changing from all the different colours. Yeah, so as I said, all I can do is, just still process and take advantage of whatever they've done to me. I.e. tomorrow I'm going to get some tin to fix a leak in the shed, and I'm going to put that up on the roof on Friday. And actually, what fucking day is it? Oh, it's only Wednesday today. Oh shit. Oh, I'll put it up on Thursday. Go over and pick it up tomorrow and put it up on Thursday, and so that means I've got to go and think. But I'm doing stuff that I couldn't dream of doing 12 months ago, or even weeks ago. But since the event, yeah, man, I am fucking cheering. I don't know what the fuck they've done to me. I really don't. But whatever they have done to me, I can't complain about it because I feel a lot better. And I really do. And I'll tell you now, go and look at these Anunnaki tablets. The other beard's got the link in one of the videos. Have a look at them and have a read of them, for Christ's sake. Because those tablets talk about the water of life more than the Bible does. And as the other beard said, and a lot of people say, that the Anunnaki tablets were here before the Bible, and the Bible are copies of the Anunnaki tablets. And they've built up a religion around it to make cash. It's like Coles and Woolworths. Coles and Woolworths have just switched over to like pay for your bags, and they're losing a lot of business. Let's say Aldi love it at the moment because Aldi's business has grown something shocking since they've cut out the bags at Coles and Woolies. Because if you've got to pay for bags, you may as well go and shop where the groceries are cheaper, and you get much better specials over at Aldi. And the food actually is not bad at Aldi. It's their own brands, but it's fucking nice. Like, I love their pineapple chunks at Aldi. They're fucking absolutely incredible. Yes, you have to pay for bags at Aldi, but if you're smart, you do what I do. The first couple of days I went in there, I just took a couple of boxes, empty boxes, took me groceries in them for the first couple of days, just small loads. Now I've got 4 boxes permanently in the car, and I leave them in the car, so when I go to Aldi, I don't even worry about the bags, put everything back in the trolley. Instead of packing it on the shelf, I just go straight out the boot and pack it into the boot, into the boxes. Take it inside, then take everything out, and then put it back into the, as soon as I've got everything out of the boxes, I put them back in the car. And they're pretty good boxes, actually. Tomato boxes and the apple boxes are the better ones. So when you go to Aldi, use them. And I love wearing my no bags, no business shirt every time I do go into Coles to get something that only they sell. A couple of items, and I've got no choice. I love wearing that and everything, and I make sure I tell them, oh, don't worry, this is the only thing I buy from you now, because like I buy my drinks from Coles because they're cheap, and I get them in the boxes because they actually hold them in the boxes for me. But Woolies is one thing I can only buy at Woolies. It's my hair dye for my beard, and yeah, so I go there, and I make sure I tell them it's the only thing I fucking buy there. If they want my business back, they'll supply me with fucking something to take my groceries home. So now the local Woolies is doing what Aldi's done. They're giving you the boxes. They're shitty boxes, but they are supplying you with a shitty box rather than a good Aldi box. yeah, so they're learning their lesson that because Audi are still giving boxes, let you have a box. And so Woolies are trying to fucking make up for it by using the box. And yeah, just the shit that you go through and everything like that with these crap companies. And yeah. Oh, I found out something today. And for those of you that don't like Jim Beam, okay, we're coming on to a night camera now. For those of you that don't like that sharp bite of Jim Beam, drink it with a vanilla Coke or a Pepsi, a vanilla Pepsi. Fucking takes that bite right away, and it actually doesn't taste too bad as long as you drink it with vanilla Pepsi. It's the only Pepsi or Coke that it works with, the vanilla one. So the UFO must have gone, except I don't know what that light is because we don't know what camera we're looking at the moment. I know we're looking out the same window. So that's most probably part of this ISS. So that there is definitely part of the ISS. So it's the same window. I can tell by that there. The view's the exact same one. So the UFO is out of whack. And man, I reckon there's some kind of... Is there anybody... Check these images out. You've got to look at this. This is actually a good example. This happens on TV a lot. It's called pareidolia. But does anybody think that they are seeing people dancing around in the background and they're seeing different scenes in the background? Check it out. It's sort of just like lights and shit like that. Maybe they're actually transmitting a signal, and like I can see nothing but people in that image. And is that the fires of hell that we're looking at there? Maybe it's the fires of hell. Maybe we are in hell. But I know living with the Mandela effect is like living in hell. Check it out. That actually you can see like figures over the background and shit like that. But this is what is called pareidolia, where you see faces. But I don't just see faces, I see figures and different things and everything like that. So what do you think of that? That is most probably the weirdest shit that I've ever seen transmitted out of the ISS. That looks like the fires of hell. And a bit of green, so you got the red, you got the green, you got the blue. And in every one, in the red I can see people, I can see someone sitting on a throne there. It looks like people are worshipping somebody. It looks like someone on a stage. And people here looking at there. And people over in the background. And you got the green people there. And there's someone dressed in white there. And someone dressed in pink. But yeah, it looks like someone looks like a band. And a flat, like a mob dancing around. Then you got the giants over in the background looking. So maybe we are looking through a dimensional window. Yeah, it does. It looks like a mosh pit. That's the best way to describe it, Greg. Thank you. So you're seeing what I'm seeing. And that's amazing. I love watching things like that. There's a signal being transmitted on 418 megahertz on all over the globe. It's transmitted all over the globe. And if you slow it down and pause it every now and then, you see these same type of images. But it's called pareidolia, and occasionally there are actual text and stuff like that within it. And I've been wondering if all these images that you see in there are actually the same as this, where it could be some kind of alien signal being transmitted and it's being picked up by the cameras somehow. But maybe they transmit signals differently, or we're picking up another dimension. Maybe the cameras are picking up that dimension. Maybe we're looking at cameras that are in hell. Maybe we truly are in hell. Maybe we died and went to hell. Maybe, see, they've realised something the ones talking about that, and they've shut it down. And so 10 to 1, I wasn't the only one that was talking about that shit, because that looked fucking freaky. This is a shit that I know it's back. It's back, and it still looks like a mosh pit. So maybe we truly are in hell, and we're looking at a mosh pit in hell, the fire of hell down there, and maybe these are the ones coming into the fire. And yeah, it looks like two people kissing up here. Then it looks like something else, and it looks like we're seeing. Oh, okay. I'm not going to talk about what I just saw then. That was quite rude for some people, but look, holy shit. Makes me wonder, these images being deliberately translated. That looks like some kind of a creature, because and it went straight to a second image. And it looks like these images are one after the other and are actually part of the scene. And are we seeing something that is really fucking happening? Are we in hell? Man, I tell you now, after looking at this, I think we could be in fucking hell. And so you look at this stuff. This is what pareidolia is. This is most probably the best example of pareidolia that I've ever fucking seen. And it's coming out. And this is the sort of shit that you see on 418 megahertz. 418 megahertz. It's in black and white. Most of the time it's in black and white on 418 megahertz, and you get the signal and the pages of text. Maybe this is how they communicate. You never know. This could be a total another dimension. Is this what's causing the Mandela effect? But to me, this looks demonic. Is this what happens in space? Is this what's really going on? Did we die and go to fucking hell? Yeah, it could be unconscious programming. It really could. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've seen, because it looks like fucking people. It looks like someone standing on a stage right there. Looks like, actually, that one looks like Johnny Depp standing on a stage with his pirate hat. Then that one looks like there's a bit of machinery there. But it's weird. That one looks like there's somebody small on a throne of some description. But most of the time it looks like a mosh pit of some description. People sitting around taking photos. Fuck, yeah. This is the weirdest signal I've ever fucking seen. This is the weirdest fucking images coming off fucking the ISS that I have ever fucking seen. Are there some minute creatures that live out in space that can move around in space, and we're actually picking them up? Maybe that they transmit by light of some description. You never know. We could actually be looking at history here. It's sort of, I've got to turn the lights out. Move. Come on. I'm going to turn the lights out so I can actually see this better. Get out of the way, Emmy. I can't see you in the dark. Wow, that looks even better in the dark, actually. Man, that looks so fucking cool. I reckon go to that link, everybody. Check this out for your fucking self. Blow it up to full fucking screen while you're listening to me. You got to check this out. You truly have to check this out. The only way you really... Oh, what if something weird just appeared in the middle of the screen? The only way you're going to truly see this is to blow it up to the highest size that you can on the biggest monitor that you can, and see there's the ship coming back into it. See, maybe this is how they communicate. It's like a veil being lifted away. The light brings back the reality of things. Yep, we're still looking out the window. Is that what truly is in the vacuum? So the stage looks like they're dancing on the fucking space station there. It looks like there's creatures, some kind of creature on there. Looks like something there. Still standing there, and looks like everything else. They're all still there. Looks like people at a table of some description. So, are we looking at some kind of dimensional shit here? It's weird. This is the... that's called the sun. ISS moves pretty quick. That's the sun coming back onto the ISS. Or maybe that's the only way that they can take it off. But to me, that's most probably the best fucking example. Oh, that is actually a light. That is actually a light. No, that is not. That's not a fucking. That's not the sun. That is actually a light. So why the fuck did they turn it? Were they seeing the same shit we were seeing? Maybe they were. Maybe they were getting freaked out, so they turned the light on. So is space something different that we truly don't fucking know about? Maybe there's more to space than we realise. And is space more just a dimensional gateway? Or is there some kind of demonic force surrounding the fucking space station at the moment? Could be. We never know. Could fucking be. But that was out of any example of pareidolia, I reckon that was the best one I have ever fucking seen. That truly is the best example of pareidolia I have ever fucking seen. And even now, it's still fucking happening now. I reckon they saw this. I reckon that NASA fucking saw this. So that's why they turned their fucking light on. Maybe they're scared of the dark. But actually, when you look at that, that's most probably, to me, that purpley colour that keeps on coming up, that pretty much would explain the colour of that dimensional wall that I saw when I went to Nibiru. Okay, something's happening again. Yeah, it looks like there's fucking people walking around the fucking... This is most probably more fucking interesting than what I started off talking about. Seeing the pareidolia at this level, that's fucking amazing. Yeah, it looks like there's something in there. I reckon there's more to this than meets the fucking eye. Maybe this is... maybe there is a dimensional creature there, and they're actually... They are actually there. Maybe this could be the cause of the Mandela effect. Maybe we are going through dimensional portals. Maybe Earth itself is going through dimensional windows. And the Mandela effect is part of it. This is interesting. Okay, there's something there actually. Something right there. See it? Appearing there. Oh, check that out there. There's something mechanical there. Can you see that? Right there. That is fucking weird. Oh, okay. Yep, there was something mechanical. The arm. But whatever it is, it's still underneath it. Maybe there's a ship underneath it. Because that's what it fucking looks like. That looks like a ship. Holy fuck, that looks like most probably the best ship I've ever fucking seen. Yeah, they're moving the camera. Oh, they've seen it. They've realised that ship, that's most probably a reflection of that ship. There's a ship at the ISS. And they're trying to cover it up. Something's going on with the ISS right now. Check it out, there's something there. This is fucking weird, folks. This is fucking weird. See, it's all back again over here. I'm trying to work out what the fuck this shit is. See that purplish colour there? That is almost identical to the dimensional wall that came towards me and took me to Nibiru. I reckon they're freaked out, just as freaked out as we are, actually. There is definitely something in the background behind down low. I think they're going over some kind of shit. And I think they're freaking out about it. I've never seen the camera move like this before. They're going to shut this feed down any second. So it looks like there's something up there. So there's definitely something mechanical underneath there. There's definitely something underneath it. Maybe Earth's going... How about this? What if Earth is going through some kind of dimensional fucking portal like I went through? That could explain the Mandela effect, you know. Maybe there's something about this region of space. Yeah. See, they know. And whenever I tell you now, they watch our streams just as much as we watch theirs. That is fucking weird. See, there's definitely something underneath it. There is something underneath the ISS, and it's mechanical. You can see the mechanical shapes to it underneath it. That is fucking weird as shit. And it's still there. It is still fucking there, and it's not changing. So that's not changing its shape. That is still looks mechanical to me. There is definitely something there. What if there is some kind of giant mechanical fucking device underneath it, and they're examining the space station? Maybe the whole of fucking Earth is going through this. This could fucking explain the Mandela effect, you know? Because as I said, it was like a dimensional gateway coming towards me, and then all of a sudden I was coming to in Nibiru. Are these more effects of the of Nibiru coming closer? Yeah, there's definitely something there. They most probably didn't think that we would see it being so small and turning the lights on. But they were freaked out about those lights. That's for fucking sure. That's why they turned those fucking lights on, because whatever it was freaking them the fuck out. This is so cool to see that actually happen, and then see NASA fucking spit and then swap cameras and move cameras. There might be something to this, you know, guys. Yeah, I know. There, I can see it too. I know. There is definitely something there, and it's changing, and it's moving. What if, this is a new what if for me, what if Earth is in a situation like, the best way to describe it is like in Star Trek Enterprise, where they're travelling through and they hit those weird sections of space. Now that's the sun. They hit those weird sections of space where everything fucks up and it stops the shit from working and shit like that. What if that Earth is going through some kind of dimensional vortexes or whatever, and this is the result, the Mandela effect is a result? That could be something that's actually happening, and maybe that there's more to Nibiru than we fucking realise. Maybe there really truly is that something going on, and yeah, this is fucking freaky. This is fucking freaky. I don't know what they are. Check them out. Something weird in the middle of the screen. Oh, that's reflection. Metal reflection. But I still can see whatever it is underneath it. It's still there. Now it's on a different angle, and they look like guns to me on it. See, that looks like a gun of some description. Got two barrels, whatever it is, it's got two barrels, like a giant thing, and then there's two barrels coming off it. And the orientation of the ship, and you can see that's a square object there. Well, not square, it's rectangular. That's rectangular. That is fucking weird. And the more the sun comes up, the better you can see it. They're going to change cameras very, very fucking soon. Because I 10 to 1, they don't want that one showing up. Still protected by the... This most probably went to that view so they don't see it that well. A lot of people have said they've seen a ship with a two-barrel gun on it near this, like on these feeds, and I'm wondering if that's what they're seeing. Is that? Again, it could be pareidolia. It truly, truly could be. I don't need to. I'm filming it, so I've already got it. And I know. See, that's the good thing about this feed, right? The good thing about this feed, right? So I'll look when you go to the thing. Okay, hang on. All right. So we know that this is the current feed. So I can go. I'll look at the time. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I can. All I've got to do. If I wake up at 7 o'clock, I just look for the 3 hours ago video. And that's all you do, and you can find it again really easily. So. And you can stop it, pause it, and you can go through a lot of processes. But the only way to you can't download these things. You got to, you can, but you got to go through a process to actually download the video itself. But you can view it, film it, and like screen capture it, like I'm doing at the moment. They've got no qualms about doing that. It's sort of. So yeah, there's some weird shit. See what I mean? It's still fucking there. It is still there, hiding away underneath. Whether or not it's using the thing, but that was weird. That mosh pit stuff, that was fucking weird as shit. It was weird as shit. Yeah, it's like 4:11 here, so same. Yeah, so we're a bit 2 hours ahead. So you're in. You'd be in New Zealand, are you, Peter? Or New Zealand or no, not Hawaii. Yeah, you'd be in New Zealand, I think. If it's 2 a.m. there, you're in New Zealand. Oh, pardon me. And yeah, so some weird shit going on tonight, guys and girls. But I am looking at the time, and as I said, it's now 4 o'clock. So that means I've been going for 2 hours, and I'm looking at it now, and I can see I've been going for 2 hours and everything. But yeah, go to that link, and I'll paste it one more time. Copy and paste this link up into your browser and go and have a look at it for yourself. And save it to your favourites, by the way, so that you can view it at any time and check it out. See it, it's moving away. See how it's moving away? That ship is moving away right now. Very slowly moving away. Very slowly moving away. Yep. Sun's coming up, so it's moving away. I reckon that's been linked to the ISS. I think it was linked to the ISS, and now it's pulling away very fucking slowly. Yeah, the angle's changing. Starting to feed. Man, that's weird. But anyhow, guys and girls, look, I'm going to call it quits for now, and I'm going to check out the second camera, see what that's showing, and hopefully I'll get a better image. So I'm going to catch up to you all later. And yeah, thanks for viewing and everything like that. And don't forget, it'll either be the 10th or the 11th of October, I shall return back to the normal channel. And yep, told you they'll swap cameras because they don't want you seeing the ship actually leaving. So, all right, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to finish me drink, and then I'm going to hit the hay and everything like that because I got TAFE at 11 o'clock. So, yeah. So have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming along, and yeah, see you around. Ciao, and to all the moderators, thank you all very, very much. And yeah, someone I forgot to. I'm going to add you as a moderator, Chariot, same as on the other channel, but you had to be. I needed you on the channel so that I can do it. So you got your mod privileges back on this one as well. All right, guys and girls, I'm going to catch up to you all later. Thank you very, very much for joining me, and I shall see you around. Thanks. Ciao.